I'm coming at you with a little something different because I've had people like online and in real life, ask me about my tarot and oracle collection because, me and my husband both do like to read our cards, and we'll do like readings for other people sometimes. We don't do it for money. I don't charge anything. Just if a friend asks me, I will do the reading since not many people in this area do them, but I've been doing them for probably about 15 years, and back then they weren't so many available, so like when more and more decks got available, the more we collected them throughout the years. Okay, start off, this is my Fairy Ring Oracle. This is a really good deck. It's got a really good energy to it. This is the book to it, This is one of the few oracle decks that has, the reversed meaning along with the divinatory meanings. It includes these little cards here that shows the spreads and outlines the spreads that you can do, or you can do just your favorite spreads, oracle. This one does actually have a set suits like tarot does. Like it has the 4 seasons as the suits, and then it has like the festival cards, which is like I guess might take the place of your majors. There's not as many in that as the major arcanas, but I mean, this is a really, Paul Mason and a Franklin did the deck. They also did Sacred Circle Tarot. Some people don't like it because the artwork, because it's computer generated, but I mean, I find it sometimes where it kind of has the energy where it can kind of take you into the card if you just kind of go into the scenery. It just depends on what type of readings you prefer to do. I've got the Animal Dreaming Oracle. This is one I just purchased just a little bit ago. I really liked it, and it seems like it's going to be a really good. This is one of my favorite decks. I've had it for about a year, and any that's like Gaia or a Gaia, I highly recommend this deck. I mean, the readings are straightforward. It's all positive, and this is just an awesome deck to have. I mean, this has just been one of my favorite decks to work with. I mean, I love it. I highly recommend that. A guy named, this guy here, Tony something from Australia wrote it. But you would think a woman wrote it almost the way. It's just so feminine with the feminine energy of the goddess and Gaia. Animal Messages I found on Amazon. This is a nice deck to work with. I love it. Even the pictures in the book, are in color when it explains the cards. And the cards are just so, I mean, it's just pretty much like nature. Like you would see the animals in nature, the expressions. Some people get bored with it, but I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's just such a nature-based deck. I really like it. And the readings, I mean, it's straightforward. Good readings and stuff. These 2 decks by Doreen Virtue I have so far, I really like both of them. I like reading this one when it's rain, when it has or is going to rain, because, you can get the energies from water, and the mermaid and dolphin energies are both water and, the aquatic energies, and just really good. I just think it's a really good time myself to read them. They don't have the gold trim like a lot of Doreen's, but I just really like that deck. This is my first oracle deck I had. No, second one. The first one was my Gaia. This is a really good deck by Doreen Virtue as well. I mean, the cards are I just think they're really pretty, colorful, and have a really good energy. This deck is different. I bought this one I found at our metaphysical shop. They had it marked down. They had it on the used section, but the plastic hadn't even been taken off the cards yet. And this, I read a little different. This is good for a daily inspirational pull. I'll mix them up, when I'm not looking at the card, and then when, like, I pull one, it has an affirmation on the back, and it has, the image on here that matches it. I just thought it was just a really cool deck. It's called the Law of Attraction, just Law of Attraction, I guess, Oracle, or whatever. I really like it. This is my Mystical Cats Tarot deck I did the review on a while back that I got for Mother's Day. I just so much love this deck. It's just one of my favorites, and just the way I was drawn to it. This one was actually my first deck I ever owned, called the Witches deck. I cannot find the book to it, but I had gotten it, it's first day. It's a good beginner's deck, and it is a Kabbalah friendly, especially if you're Wiccan. It's like a really good deck to work with, and like I said, simple for, and easy to learn for anyone that's starting. It did not have reverse meanings like a lot of decks, or it didn't in my book. I cannot find a book for the life of me, but back then, there weren't as many decks to choose from. Okay, this is the Celtic Dragon deck. My husband got, when we first were dating, he surprised us with this deck one day, and he likes reading with the dragons more so than I do. I mean, I think they're really pretty cards. I got to find the book to it, too. We cannot find it anywhere. But, I mean, the cards are just really colorful, and some of them playful and pretty, and it's just, I mean, it's got a really good energy to it. The Fairy Tarot, that's one of my favorite decks. I found it. It's another one I found on the used table at the store I go to locally. She'll have used items, but it was brand new also, even though it was on the used table. And I was like, well, I'll get it. You know, I'll give it a shot, see what it's like. But I found it's a really cute deck. I love the energy in it. Like, I really like this one, the Empress, which is like a kind of a fertility card. You know, the meaning, I just really like. This one does not have reverse meanings either, so I just read those upright. But yeah, they have a really good, this is one of my favorites. It actually goes like that. It's one of my favorite cards. This card actually means about pouring out abundance over, you know, whatever, about her pouring out the abundance. But I just think it's a, now I just purchased this Shaman Tarot deck for my husband a little bit ago. He hadn't had a new deck in a while. We haven't read it yet, but I like the looks of them. I mean, that's the back of it. I think it's really, and it has really colorful images. I haven't dug into it yet to really see the suits and all that yet, but I'll be reading on it later, and my husband will be reading this one a lot because he connects well with like your Native American and shaman-based decks. This is a deck I just bought the other week. I got it yesterday, and I had accidentally ordered two, so I'm going to give my sister-in-law one. I really like this deck. It's Cat's Inspirational Oracle Cards. It's a 30-card deck. I mean, and it's just, I think it's really pretty. The suits or the courts or whatever the group's got for it, it has it indicated by color. I'm thinking, I don't know, it's not really a set system. Like Oracle cards to me, I think are easier than the tarot when you're new because you don't have that set system with a major and minor arcana. If you've been reading for years like I have, usually once you get to learn one basic deck really good, it's going to be similar but different in each deck. Just depends on what and everything. It just depends. I think it depends on the path of the person that wrote the deck. But I just, I like the oracles really because they're just so straightforward, and there's just so many pretty decks to choose from, and that's why we just end up collecting them. But that's about it. I just wanted to share with you, my collection for those that had asked me questions in the past and everything. And thanks for watching, and have a great 4th of July weekend.